So, Doddle, has anyone ever told you that you're, like, really short?
Well, you're gonna go to jail and...
Yeah, that's hilarious. I'm the prosecutor. The prosecutor doesn't go to jail.
Well, I'm gonna
Mustache
find
man.
you your kneecaps.
That's hilarious. I'll sell yours on Amazon, buddy.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah!
On April 25th, 2020, our next trial began. Just one day after the first trial, a new court case was brewing on Stealthcraft MC. Joey and Ace, as acting prosecution, accused Freya, Leone, and Doddle of destruction of property and griefing. They claim the three of them had broken into both Joey's and Ace's homes, spawned hundreds of chickens, and destroyed small parts of their bases. The defense claims they did none of these crimes and were not even aware the crimes had occurred. With Nick acting as both judge and jury, and Fran being there too, the courtroom chaos unfolds. But before we get into the 25th, we have to talk about what happened the night before.
What's good?
Dude, at 9:06, I get a message. A picture of from Ace Raids of his base, completely covered in chickens, just like mine was. Also, I have audio evidence of them trying to lie for court. So, he sent me the audio, and dude, I've already won the case. It is 3 minutes of them literally stating basically that they did it, or implying that they did it and trying to figure out a way to lie to you and make up their own story about it. Bye.
Peace the out.
All rise.
Hey,
Oh lord.
how's it going?
My fellow prosecutor, criminals,
Look at that short
Your Honor.
person.
Fran, I am
Yes,
here to
my
yell at
court.
these three for several charges, mostly for destruction of property through the spawning of over 100 chickens in my house
That's a lot of chickens.
multiple
That
times
is-
throughout one day, as well as the destruction of not 1, 2, 3, 4, but 5 pressure plates inside of my house.
Hello, everyone in the court audience today. I would like to start this session by saying it's just a prank, bro. I would
Oh,
like
no,
to
he's
make
back.
it clear that everything done to both Joey XT123's base, along with Ace Raid's base, was not done with malicious intent. If we are accused guilty today, I would like to make you, the court, understand that this will have been a wrongdoing, not only against Leone, Doddle, and I, but against an empire.
If the defense is found guilty, I would like, number 1, 3 beacons be returned to me by Leone. I would like the removal of both the Party Rock rank and the Party Rock voice call, and I would also like the downgrade of Doddle's moderator rank to helper rank. Oh, also, if it's removed, I guess Fran can keep hers since she's not in the defense.
We would like the respect from both prosecutors,
So all you want is the respect?
and
Oh,
we want to keep the
respect.
ranks. Yeah, we want to keep. Yeah. The prosecution has the burden of proof, which therefore means they go first.
I would like my former partner in crime, XX Leone XX, to come to the stand.
Wait, don't they have to,
No,
like,
you're not allowed
have-
to.
My book.
Excuse me.
My book.
Is this
It's on the
hidden?
book.
Is this a hidden script?
I would like to read out that
Please
book.
sit down.
Number 1, it was just a prank, bro. 2, it provided I can't talk. A chance for an economic opportunity. 3, it was a harmless prank that did not affect the victim in any way, shape, or what the there's just I'm not even gonna try it. 4, Joey something something. 6, Mr. Judge, I like your haircut. I don't have any hair. 7, in our defense, Your Honor, it was as hilarious as Joey's hairline. Final statement, subscribe to TK2 Gaming. Very interesting.
Leone, I don't have too many questions for you today. Could you give me a recollection in your memory of what the story is here?
We got some eggs and we threw them because it was funny.
Could I ask for the reasoning behind it?
Funny.
You might recall who the mastermind is, but you have no comment on the matter.
Correct.
And you believe that you destroyed my property because funny, yes?
Correct.
All right.
Do you know what this is?
It is an egg.
Correct. What time was it when the supposed egging took place?
Supposed it happened.
Oh, I have no clue.
Do you
Stop.
recall it being very late for British standards?
Yes.
And do you recall being sleep deprived before?
Correct.
Thank you. I'm not done yet. I just need to think. Would you say that sleep deprivation leads to the lack of memory?
Correct.
And you were not in the right mindset?
Yes.
Do you happen to recall any experience of you egging my house and breaking the 5 pressure plates?
No,
None at all. No recollection?
not at all.
Would you happen to have any recollection of any sort of conversation with your 2 partners in crime here, of coming up with a story to defend in court?
I do not recall.
There was no conversation whatsoever.
No conversation.
Your Honor, I'd like to bring up some evidence.
Okay.
Alright, so if anybody could join this live stream here for a moment. Hey pals, Editor Joey here. The 2 main video clips that I brought up as evidence in this court case were both like 2 to 3 minutes long each, so I didn't feel it was necessary to show those whole 2 to 3 minute long clips in the actual video, but I did link them both down below in the description, so if you do want to watch the videos, they are there, but we will bring up the main points during the court case. Okay, bye. I would like to bring up a couple statements. One, that it was mentioned in there that all 3 of them were involved and came up with the idea. And 2, that one Light Pip, aka, or Freya, aka Light Pip, was the one who broke my pressure plates. Donald, I just have one more thing for you. Are you aware that you just committed perjury by saying that no, there was no conversation about coming up with a story before this court case started? Perjury by law is a crime.
Not on this Minecraft server.
You swore.
Apple pie.
May I have the Brits script for evidence? Are you noticing that a number 4 and 5 are gone?
What?
Oh, so they're
On the
tampering
screen,
with
so-
evidence.
We'd like to bump up the charges. Keeping destruction of property, then perjury on Donald's account, and I believe also on Donald's account. What was it called, Ace?
Concealing
Tampering with evidence.
Tampering of
Oh.
evidence.
Number 4 was supposed to be removed from the final draft. Hit
That's
escape
not the
instead of
important
done.
part. The important part was that it was there and it was
Supposed to
changed.
be-
Are you under the impression that putting chickens into someone's house is a crime?
Not really.
Meaning that if it is a crime, under Article 7 of the Human Rights Act, you cannot be charged with a criminal offence for an action that was not a crime when you committed it.
Honor, may I ask the question? It's a really important question.
I'm not in the witness stand, Your Honor.
He's not in the witness stand.
But may I ask a question? This is your
Depends on the
ruling.
question.
You are a YouTube rank on the server.
I am YouTube ranked.
Can YouTuber rank do /repair?
No, he cannot.
Okay, no further questions. Cross-examination may continue.
I have no further questions.
Are you aware that destruction of property is a crime?
Yes.
Are you aware that perjury is a federal crime?
Yes.
Are you aware that tampering of evidence is a federal crime?
Yes.
Would you say that you or someone in your group of 3 has committed each of those crimes within the past 24 hours? If
I'm
so, which
unaware
ones?
of 2 of them.
Which ones?
I'm unaware of, like, lying, whatever it was, perjury or something.
Mhm.
And I'm unaware of tampering of evidence.
Would you be able to recall about 20 minutes ago when I played a recording after Donald said that there was no session of you 3 forming a story in a call in the past 24 hours? He said that there wasn't, and then I deliberately played a clip showing you.
I would like to
3
retract my statement.
Go on.
Uh,
How about I just ask the question again? Out of perjury, tampering of evidence, and destruction of property, have you seen any of these 3 crimes go on in the past 24 hours?
I'm aware of destruction of property, as that
And?
was committed by myself, and I will own up for that and
So you
take
will admit
whatever.
that? Okay.
I'm unaware of the tampering with evidence.
Are you aware that Donald just lied under oath?
At this point in time, without me explaining myself, it would seem that way, yes.
Leonie, would you like to cross-examine?
I have no questions. For the
Oh,
moment.
so that
Okay,
was
it looks like I will. Okay. Do you recall that it was late last night for all of us?
If I recall, it was around 2:30. That
Okay.
tends to mess with one's brain. Plus,
And memory,
the
you would
fact-
say.
And memory, I would also say. When it's late, we tend to act a bit stupid.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, you've read this book before, correct?
Yes, I've read it.
Could you remind us of how many points there were?
I remember the first page was filled out.
Completely filled,
Completely.
yes?
Yes.
Could you read this for me right now and acknowledge that it is different than how it was at the beginning of this proceeding?
The first page is not full.
Would you be able to identify that neither you nor I edited that book in any sort of way in the past
Yeah.
hour? Ace, could you take a seat, please?
Okay.
Would you mind telling the court your experience with the chickens inside of your base?
Well, there are probably close to 400 chickens in there. I had an inventory full of eggs.
Do you happen to know who filled your base with chickens?
Well, Dotto said to just look at your base, which is what led me to find the chickens.
Yes, therefore he
Yes.
knew about the chickens at your base and probably had a hand in it. Could you acknowledge the fact that they all attempted to blame you for the chickens in my house, despite the fact that you had chickens in your house as well?
Yes.
Further questions?
Objection. I wasn't aware.
So
How
Freya,
this
you
works.
said that you weren't aware of the blame being placed on Ace for my house?
Yes.
Interesting. I would like to go into a live call. Again, link in the description if you want to watch the video.
In that call, it
I have
says
no proof
that
of
we're
any
not
of this.
doing that. Like, we said we weren't going to blame him.
No, I'm just saying that the idea was brought up. Could we also acknowledge that in that tape there was attempted bribery on the account of one Doodlebug Master?
Hey, he wanted my money. He was
Originally,
asking for
I
it before.
was trying to get all his money.
So Ace Raids, you say that you have inventories and stacks of eggs. Is that correct?
Yes.
In this section of /shop mob drops, is there a way to sell eggs?
Yes. For $3 for 16.
Hey, that's all. I didn't ask for any extra. I just asked the question. Can we get that straight? And
They are
how
not
much,
worth it though.
How much did the chicken eggs cost you? Did you, in any way, shape, or form, spend any amount of money?
No.
You had the opportunity to make money by selling the eggs. Because if you're saying you have so many eggs, that means you can sell them.
Joey, my booster seat's malfunctioning.
No, Nick, calm down. Nick, calm down.
You need
Really,
to be
Nick,
aware
I'll
of the
help you.
proceedings, Nick.
Okay,
Do you believe that these so-called crimes were committed with malicious intent?
Not really. I feel like it was just you two being really dumb.
Addressing the queries at the start of the court proceedings, have you been, contacted by prosecutor sat almost across from you over there, Joey XT123, in regards to the outcome of this court case?
Yeah.
Would
The
you like to
shame.
expand?
No.
Yes, you would.
Well, you just wanted this, didn't you? This is the conversation in which he promised me immunity. Don't know if it counts as bribery, but I mean it could.
May I defend?
no.
Sustained.
Your Honor, may I defend?
Sustained.
Thank you. It's happened in many legal courts. Even if somebody's guilty, they can give up evidence on the people that they worked with in return for immunity. If you look it up, it is a legal proceeding.
Okay then.
Yeah. Hi.
Am I getting correct?
You're being cross-examined, yes. So you said that you don't think that what they were doing was malicious at all, correct?
Yeah.
And
Honor, may I say something?
Sustained.
There's a lot of talking. You want-
As we have proved in the past, according to Article 7 of the Human Rights thing, it is not a law. It's not against the law to put chickens in somebody's house.
Could I look
have
up
a
what the
picture
Human
of
Rights Act
sheep.
is? Article 7 of the Human Rights Act. Let's see. No one shall be held guilty of any criminal offense on account of any act or omission which did not constitute a criminal offense under national law at the time when it was committed, nor shall a heavier penalty be imposed than the one that was applicable at the time the criminal offense was committed. This article shall not prejudice the trial and punishment of any person or for any act or omission which, at the time it was committed, was criminal according to the general principles of law recognized by civilized nations. So your defense here is the fact that you guys didn't break a law because we didn't specifically state not to break into my house and place chickens everywhere?
Yeah.
Is that
Your
it?
Honor, no further questions.
May I ask the witness one last question?
Sure, why not?
Do you know who built or remodeled, you would say, the counselor Joey XT123's house?
Well, I built quite a lot of that. Freya and Leonie kind of helped. Leonie did a wall. The wall was pretty cool.
The Brits have some right on that property.
No.
Your Honor, I'd like to present a situation. Say you were a builder and built somebody's house.
Yeah,
Do you
I
have
was
the right
about- I
to
was
enter
about to
that
make
house?
this
Ace, could you go back to the stand for a minute? You let me know this during our recess today, that you've been experiencing quite a bit of lag at your base with all these
Yes.
chickens being spawned, correct?
Yes.
And therefore it is, one might say, inhibiting your gameplay?
Yes.
Were there other people within that vicinity that were affected?
Yes.
Could you give us an example, like what their frame rate dropped to, who they were, stuff like that?
Well, Mario Kappa had asked to see the chickens, and I believe his frame rate went down to under 10.
Did
Yeah.
Mario Kappa 22 voluntarily go to your base?
Yes.
Would you say that Minecraft is decently, not good, but decently playable at like around 10 FPS?
No.
What was your frame rate before all of the chickens?
Currently, I'm running around 300.
Your Honor, we're good on witnesses. We're done.
Conclusions.
Yes. Did you want to go first, or would you like me to?
The prosecution has the burden of proof, so therefore they must go first.
Okay, Your Honor. For my conclusion, I would just like to restate a couple of things. All three of these, or no, but two of them did acknowledge that they did commit a crime in some way, shape, or form. Furthermore, Doddle himself both committed perjury and tampering of evidence with the book and quill here. They have made it no secret that they do believe that what they have done is a crime. They are just trying to come up with their best excuses as to why they did it and why they don't think that they should be punished for it. They're just coming up with excuses for why they did it, but not the fact that they did it in the first place. So, thank you.
In no way, shape, or octagon can we be charged with putting chickens in other people's bases, according to Article 7 of the Human Rights Act.
That's not really... Okay, go on.
We have discussed among ourselves that all pressure plates will be replaced equally among
I've
the
already
defense.
replaced them myself.
Oh, well, that's your fault. And we are willing to pay reparations of 50K to each defendant. So,
Everybody
would
has
say-
like 2 million.
no, that you would get 150K and he would get 150K.
Oh, 150K. Alright, I'm with
Yeah,
you.
it's 50k from each of us.
Oh!
Yeah.
Jesus
Okay, no
Powerful
further
pressure
questions.
plates.
Your Honor, thank you, ladies and gentlefish of the jury.
There are no we don't even have a jury.
There he goes.
All rise.
I return. I can change the terms a bit, right?
Yes.
Yes, of course, you're the judge.
Okay, I thought so. Okay. So, I find Doddle and the Brits guilty.
On all charges? Which charges?
On destruction of property, perjury, and tampering with evidence. The payout is going to be, well, Doddle is going to be set back down to helper for lying.
I
One
wasn't lying.
beacon is to be returned to Joey free of charge. The Brits and Doddle are going to have to clean up the chickens themselves.
Can they use wood swords?
Sure. And the payout from 50K from each of you to Joey and Ace because the economy is bust. That's it. That's my verdict. Good,
Nick,
but
pound your
not-
gavel and tell us that this is case closed.
Case closed.
Excellent.
That really hurt my hand.
And so, the Brits and Doddle all paid their fines of $150,000. In addition, Doddle temporarily lost his moderator role.
I have noticed there is a role that needs to be filled.
Oh my god, go away. And Leonie returned to Beacon to Joey. So, Leonie,
like
would you like to buy a beacon?
No.
After leaving the courtroom that day, our 7 court members reconvened outside of Ace's base to watch as the losing party dealt with the hundreds of chickens. When looking back at a case as ludicrous as this one, there's one lesson that is always clear as day. Anything can happen in... Nick has a thing from Shrek Donkey fanfic. He does.